Hey, Paul Hutchinson here. Welcome back to another video. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Paul Hutchinson, DJ, producer, social media manager. And today I wanted to do a video about Instagram because there's been quite a lot of updates over the last few days. So I just wanted to give you a heads up about all of the updates. And then also we're going to talk about the best ways for you to grow on Instagram, particularly as a DJ as well. It can be really hard knowing what to post sometimes on Instagram. So I'm going to help you with that today. Before we start this, just quickly. So I was looking through some of my metrics the other day on YouTube, and I noticed that nearly 75% of people who watch my videos don't actually subscribe to the channel. So do me a favor today and hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate it. It's going to help me make a lot more videos. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and I love doing these videos for you guys. So that would really help. Okay, you ready for it? Let's get into today's video. So first up, Instagram has just recently dropped some brand new stickers for us to use. And one of the first ones is called Add Yours Music. Now, for those of you that used Add Yours with the pictures, this is similar, but this is a great way for DJs and producers to highlight certain tracks. So I've got one of my clients has just released an album. And for instance, what I did was posted on his story with the album cover saying, add your favorite track from the album. And it's just a really cool way for people who follow that artist to engage and share what their favorite track is. Also helps the artist realize, what's the most popular tracks on the album. So check that one out. It's a really cool feature. It's called Add Yours Music. Next up is frames. And how this works is similar to, remember back in the day where they had the cameras, the Polaroid cameras, where the film came out the bottom and you'd have to shake the picture to see the image. It's a similar thing that they've got going on here with that. Check it out. It's a cool little one that. It's called frames. You'll see these at the top of your Instagram stories, all right? So go check that one out next. Then there's another one called reveal. And what this does is it basically hides the image and the person who's seeing the story has to uncover the image to be able to see it. And then the idea is that you ask your followers to type in a message to reveal what that image is. Could be a really cool one for businesses, this as well. So go check that out. That's called Reveal. And the last one is Cutouts. So most of you know that if you've got an iPhone, you can hold down an image and save it as a sticker. It's a similar thing to that. You can use Cutouts now for Instagram stories as well and add a sticker over the top of an image. So they're the main four things that have been happening, particularly on stories this week. Another side of it is a big upgrade on the blue tick. Now, this was for personal accounts at the moment. I think I pay $11.99 a month for my Instagram. They're now opening this up to businesses, okay? And it's going absolutely crazy. So these are the next levels that you're going to see content creators using businesses to get more eyes on their content on Instagram. So the first one is the business standard tariff. That comes in at $14.99 a month. This is all in US dollars, by the way. For that, you get your verification badge, impersonation protection, which is really important. Obviously, Meta verified support, where you can contact someone whenever you like. Enhanced profile and search optimization as well. So allegedly, this makes it easier for you to be found. Next up is Business Plus. This one comes in at $44.99 a month. And again, with this, you get a verified badge, an impersonation protection, Meta verified support, enhanced profile, so you can share 3 business addresses, and you get to showcase 3 of your other profiles as well on this account with this verification. You can search for optimization, you get a featured account, and 2 reels per month you can add links to. So I can see a lot of people using this. Next up is Business Premium, and this comes in at a whopping $119.99 a month. By the way, these prices are discounted at the moment. This one's usually $150, but you can get it for $120 a month. That comes with everything else that you get on the others. But with this one, you get more featured accounts, 4 reels per month that you can add links to, employee impersonation protection for up to 2 employees, and customized messaging chats as well, so that you can message each other. And then finally wrapping it up with their creme de la creme, the Business Max, whopping $349.99 a month in US dollars. Again, for that, you get everything else that you get in all the others, but with the enhanced profile, you get 8 business addresses and you can showcase 8 of your other profiles as well. Search optimization as the others. And this one you get 6 reels per month where you can add in a link directly on the reel as well, plus up to 5 employer impersonation and customized messaging and account review as well. So this is where you'll get to speak to someone on Instagram about your account and they'll give you advice on how best to use it. Now, this is a lot of money for some of these, but I can definitely see some of the bigger accounts doing this and some of the larger businesses as well. Why wouldn't you take advantage of it if it's going to improve your reach on Instagram? For everybody that doesn't have that kind of budget, let me just tell you a few things that you should be doing on your Instagram account, a few areas that you should be focusing on, which will help you grow your page, all right? The first one I always bang on about is optimizing your bio. So for this one, you need to make sure that your profile picture is the best it can be. It really needs to sum up exactly what it is that you do, who you are, what you do. Then underneath that, your name, that part is searchable on Instagram. So you need to be putting in keywords that are relevant to what it is that you do. For instance, for me, Paul Hutchinson, I'm a house DJ. So after mine, it says Soulful House DJ. That way, when people are searching for a Soulful House DJ on Instagram, I'll come up in the search. So definitely do that if you've not done that yet. Then we come to your bio, where you get 4 lines. And in this, you need to have, who are you? What do you do? Why should I follow you? And what is your call to action? You always need to be thinking about new people coming to your page. So you need to let them know exactly what it is that you do. Don't just suddenly think that everybody knows who you are. There are going to be people that have never heard of you before. So make it clear who you are and what you do. And then underneath that is your call to action, whether that be a social tap link to your link in bio or a link to your website, whatever it is that you want to promote. But that is where you can add links. The only place you can do on Instagram, apart from stories as well. So the biggest thing you need to think about when you're using Instagram is how you want to use it. What is your goal? What are you trying to do? You're trying to get new followers? Are you trying to monetize your account? They're all the things you need to think about. Then you need to look at all of the different areas of the platform, then what you can use the most to utilize that. Okay, so whether it be stories or contacting people through Instagram DMs, which by the way is the most used feature on Instagram. I'm sure everybody thinks it's the main feed, but it's not. That's about 4th in the list. Instagram DMs and then notes on DMs are the most used feature. So if you're a photographer, if that's your thing, or if whatever you're doing on Instagram is really visual, then you should be posting more images. And rather than just posting single images, I recommend posting carousels. That way you can post up to 10. I think it might even be 15 now. It was 10 last time I looked, but there is talk about that being increased. The great thing about this is from this one post, you'll get that initial hit on your first image. And then a couple of hours later, Instagram will then push the second image. So you're almost getting 2 hits at one post. That's definitely worth utilizing Instagram carousel posts, okay? The other thing that you can do to funk these up a little bit and to help your views on this is to add music, whether it be trending music or just any song that you want to add. Add some music to your carousels as well. That way where people are scrolling through, they're going to be entertained as well. Reels are still absolutely huge. Video content is not going away. It is absolutely massive. If you scroll through your feed now on Instagram, I guarantee you probably 80% of what you see will be video content. So double down on Reels as well. And remember also to put text over the top of your Reels, because not everybody has the sound on their phone when they're watching Reels. So that way people will be able to see clearly what it is that you're saying. And I just wanted to break away for a second and let you know, if you're enjoying this or if you're getting something from this, this is the kind of stuff that I talk about on my DJ course called DJ's Guide to Success. If you want to know more about that, click on the link in the comments and you'll find out a lot more of that. We've got a DJ course which talks about everything from beginner DJing to how to use social media to grow, all the way up to looking after your mental health and well-being. It's a great course. Go check it out. And we also have DJ's Guide to Success, the membership for only £25 a month, where again, I've posted a lot of content on an online platform that I created, where I'm going to be going in there once a month as well, doing coaching calls with people. It's all included in the price. Definitely check that out as well. Again, the link is below this video for that. Okay, back to this video. Dories. Now, these are great for showing behind the scenes to your life. Now, whether it just be you traveling or whatever it is that you do for a living. For instance, if you're a DJ, a great way to use these is to document you traveling to a gig or at home going through your music, selecting your playlist, and then getting to the gig and backstage. So, maybe some footage from behind the decks, looking out to the crowd. Not everybody gets to see that image, or they probably didn't back in the day. They do nowadays with social media, but it's a great little way of showing your fans and your followers kind of what you go through to get there and perform. Because I'm sure some people think you just arrive and that's it. They forget that you've been traveling for like 6 or 7 hours to actually get to the gig to play for only an hour sometimes. So yeah, really think about how you can use stories to highlight behind the scenes to your life. Mentioned earlier on about DMs being the biggest area on Instagram. It is, it's absolutely huge, but be careful how you use them. Don't just DM people randomly, particularly if you're a business owner. This is a great place to start the relationship first. I always use that metaphor where you wouldn't go straight into a bar and just hit on a girl and drag her home straight away. You're going to go there, you're going to buy her a drink, you're going to go out for a meal, you're going to wine and dine her, you're going to give her your best lines, and then you may well go home. But you don't just go in and do it. So don't do the same on social media. You need to build that relationship first before you start asking people to buy things or to listen to your music. If your goal is to just solely make money on Instagram and you've got a service to offer, then definitely look at subscriptions. This is a great option. And this is a place where your followers can pay a certain amount of money to see exclusive content that nobody else gets to see. So go check that out. That's a good one as well, subscriptions from Instagram. Another one that's similar to this is the close friends one. Now, this is where you can select people from a list and you can store them in your close friends list. And then you just send out content to just your close friends. And only people on that list will be able to see the content. So kind of similar to subscriptions, but almost like a free version. But definitely check that one out. It's really interesting. There's so many different ways that you can use that one. But I really like that close friends strategy. The other question that I get asked a lot is how many times should I be posting a day or a week? Now, in my opinion, you just have to post whatever you can manage. I wouldn't say to you post 7 days a week if you feel you can't do that, because you won't be able to keep it up. And the biggest thing is about social media is staying consistent. It's really important that you can do that. So do whatever's manageable for you, but don't worry about posting too much. You can post 2 or 3 times a day if you like. You will get people who unfollow you, but you're going to get that anyway. But you will start to see more growth. And also, I'm going to wrap up with the final one. This is probably the most important one, okay? Is to stop thinking about that metric of number of followers. That's not the most important metric on Instagram nowadays. The most important one is engagement. So you've got to start thinking about this when you're posting your content. Is it going to entertain someone? Is it going to educate them? Is it going to inspire them? And then you've got to try and figure out a way of building a conversation within that post as well in the text that you put on your post. So really think about that. What you're trying to get is more people to hit that like button, hit that share button or that save button, or to leave a comment. That's the biggest metric on Instagram in 2024 is what your engagement rate is. So find out what it is today and work at improving it 1% every day. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember to click the link below to my DJ course if you're interested in that. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. There are plenty more videos for you to watch, so go check them out if you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Take care.